Mercury OptiMax Pro XS. What horsepower is this thing? 200 freaking horsepower of sheer two-stroke Mercury motor. Wow. Anyway, this one running like crap. Customer said it was running fine. All of a sudden it just kind of died. Spark plugs are all gas valve. Compression is good. Quick test, fuel pressure is good, spark is good, scan the ECM, no codes, but the engine runs like crap, doesn't want to run at all. What you got to do on these Mercuries, you have to check the air pressure from the compressor. This is your compressor. A lot of people know this already, but this is your air compressor. It's belt driven. These compressors are prone to fail typically when overheat because they're water cooled. But you basically have an intake hose for the compressor and a filter, right? And this just sucks air in, compresses just like an air compressor for home, and sends it to the fuel rails. And you have air injectors. The air injector opens at the same time the fuel injector does. That's blasting the fuel to atomize the fuel so that it'll burn. If you do not have compressed air, the fuel will puddle in the cylinder and the engine will run very bad if it runs at all. On this particular one, we typically see a lot of burn-up compressors, a bunch of used ones on eBay and stuff. A lot of people, you know, if they don't have air pressure, they just buy a compressor and they say, okay, that fixed it. But you can pull the head off, and on this one, you've got a valve plate, right? You have this valve plate. It's like reed valves. Can you flip it over? It's like little reed pedals, right? And when we took it off, you could see this side, and we could see in that hole down there, we could see light through it. And then as we took it off, we see a broken reed pedal right there. See that? That's a broken reed pedal. Once we tested the air compressor pressure, we saw that we basically had 0 pounds of pressure, and we knew that would be the problem. So hopefully we can get just this plate because this is made in here. And, you know, we might even be able to drill those out, put some nuts and bolts, but why? Just buy the whole damn plate, get some new gaskets for it, change the spark plugs, should be perfectly fine. This will not throw a code. It'll make a bunch of noise, it'll act goofy, it'll do a bunch of different things. But don't be scared to pull that off. It's very simple. It's only 4 bolts. You don't even have to take anything off. You just take a wrench to this one to get it out. Or pull this hose off, and you can get right to it. Take this fitting, pull this hose off, the intake hose, pull the fitting out that's screwed in here, and you can get right to that bolt hole. And that's it. We're gonna order some parts for this. We're gonna put it on. We're gonna change the spark plugs and a new battery. He needs some fuel line, and we're gonna give this thing a whirl. It's probably going to be fine and purr like a kitten. And that's it for the Mercury OptiMax today here at Hot Heads Marine. Thanks for watching.